Ladies, gentlemen, we are going to go through and quickly talk about Plate 5. Plate 5 basically is just a review of all the different tools that you've used throughout class. Keep in mind, title block, 1/2 inch border going all the way around. Okay. Notice they are dark. Notice the corners, how they are sharp. Next thing you are going to do is you are going to go ahead and you're going to measure up your 5/8 of an inch. You're going to darken that line in. You're going to measure your 3 inches over and your 3 inches over. And you're going to darken these 5/8 inch tall lines. Notice my guidelines. These are nice and light. Okay, it goes 16th, 8th, 16th, 8th, 16th, 8th, 16th. Okay, so you have 3 lines of text. Notice my text is written to my best technical script. I tried to center it as best as I could. I could have probably moved round gasket over a little bit and full over a little bit. When you're writing out your date, one of the most common mistakes that people do is they write date and then they write the number after it. We don't need that. That's redundant. Okay, and then you're going to write period, whatever number you are. This is plate 5. For the actual drawing itself, you are going to find the center point of your drawing area. From this border to this border, and from this border to this border is your drawing area. Keep in mind, we're going to go from this corner right here to this lower corner, drawing a very light, very light reference line. You're going to repeat right here from this corner to this corner. That establishes your center point. Keep in mind, you are going to be drawing 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles. The first circle is going to be a 3-inch radius, nice and dark. The next one I want you to draw is going to be a 2.5 radius. Now I want you to draw this light to start with because you're going to notice that it's an interrupted circle. It's long line, space, short line, space, long line. If you think back to our lines drawing, you will notice that this is actually what we call a center line. It just happens to be curved around a circle. Now, the next circle that we are going to do is going to be this one right here, which is 1.5 inches. Notice it's 1.5 inches radius. Notice it's nice and dark. Keep in mind, radius means from center point to here is whatever this number is. If it was diameter, that would mean from here to here, and we would need to divide that by 2. Take a look right here. So we got this. This is diameter. 1/2 inch diameter. So that means from here to here, it's 1/2 of an inch. That means when you draw your circle, you're going to draw it 1/4 inch. So now let's talk about those circles there real quick. These circles, you'll notice that there's a quantity of 8. They are equally spaced. So if I take 360 degrees and I divide it by 8, I come up with 45 degrees. So that means from this center point right here, you're going to draw a light guideline crisscrossing so that you can get your crossing points or your center points of where your circles are going to go. You're then going to draw these 8 circles in nice and dark. Keep in mind, set your compass to 1/2 of this diameter. Once you are done with that, the next thing that you can do is you can go through and you can mark your centers by setting your compass back to this 2.5. You can darken this little tick mark. Now that tick mark is going to be about 1/8 inch down, 1/8 inch up. Leave a space and then you can darken in this part of the circle. It's going to take some practice to get used to how to do that. But your project should look like this, or even better, when you're all done. Now, the new thing that you're going to be doing on this project is you're going to be doing dimensioning. Now, let me bring out my triangle here, and I want to show you something. When I draw these leader lines here, you're going to notice it points right to the center of its main circle. Now rotate it here. Again, it's pointing to the main center there. You can't just go draw these willy-nilly. They always have to point to the center of whatever circle you're doing. So keep in mind here, I'm going to come here. This is going to point to the center of the small circle because it's referring to the small circle, not the big circle. Okay. When you write your text, you're going to create a light guideline for yourself. The first number, you can write that as 1/8 inch tall or 1/4 inch tall. Either one is acceptable in drafting. And then you write your fraction as 1/8 over 1/8. Your R, in this case, that could be that 1/4 inch again. Or it could be 1/8 inch. Does not matter. But I want you to draw guidelines for yourself so that you get this nice and straight. Please show your rough draft to your instructor. Then they will approve it for final drawing or final copy. Any questions? Don't forget to break out and talk to your instructor or your shoulder mates. Good luck.